Game number 14 for both of these teams. The Bucks 10-3. 10 of Milwaukee's first 14 games have been away from Fiserv Forum. 12 of the next 15 after tonight will be at home. Eric Bledsoe into the paint, finds Lopez. He draws a crowd of 3.
101. Then they had the Lakers, 122-101. They lost that game, and then they get to play the reigning MVP in the Milwaukee Bucks. So they've got their work cut out for them. They're 0 for 2 on those first two.
Losing those two games to the Clippers and Lakers by a total of 70 points. Jabari Parker off the glass. Wesley Matthews, and the Bucks lead 4-0. Milwaukee
points in his last two games respectively, but he's number 3 in the league in loose balls recovered per 36 right now, and number 7 in the league per 36 with deflections. His activity is right back to Reddish. He had turned the ball over the last possession, and then to come out and run another play for him. And that's what you do with the Atlanta Hawks. They're growing, they're trying to make mistakes, and call a guy's number like that.
DeAndre Hunter.
You gotta like that, seeing Brook shooting from deep early, knocking him down. Bledsoe with a pull-up 3 that they made already. Wes Matthews is on the board, sharing some of the love around, especially Wes Matthews. Good seeing him get on the board early. A guy like that, I think, can get himself going in a game like this.
You look out on the court and you see Jabari Parker in his...
Start talking about Cam Reddish and his offense not being very mature, but he's a good defender. All of a sudden, he's pulling some shots up. But really, he's a 27% shooter from the field, just an 18% shooter from 3, so a bit of an outlier so far with these makes.
Giannis sees a crowd nearly taken, and as they stay with it,
the 4th most dunks in the league right now, and after 2 ACL injuries, you think that many dunks is a good sign, and that was impressive.
We've seen it before.
Yeah, we have. I mean it, though. 2 ACL injuries there's just not a lot of guys that have. You don't know what it looks like on the other side, but if that's what it looks like, I'll take 2 ACLs. Jeez.
DeAndre Hunter, that timeout, which occurred early, 1 minute and 19 seconds into the game. Lloyd Pierce must have gotten through to them. A 7-0 run by the Hawks. Cross court, DiVincenzo. That 3 bounces away to Parker. Played 2 years for the Terrapins. From the corner, it's a 3 miss by Dante DiVincenzo. Vince Carter is on the court for the Atlanta Hawks, playing in his NBA record 22nd season. Here's
the Gatorade bottles that game or something.
Alan Crabb has the Bucks had led 14-4. Atlanta closed to tie it. Milwaukee up 1 here. Trae Young works inside, flips it over. Brook Lopez, tough shot on a solid shooting. As we mentioned, 57% to 37.5% by the Hawks. The Bucks turned it over 5 times in the first quarter. Atlanta 4. Alex Len fades away. Giannis clears. When the rookies voted, they felt that Reddish would have the best career among the 2019 draft class.
He's got an NBA body on him. He moves his feet well. Giannis with a nice baseline turnaround than it has the last few games against the Clippers and the Lakers. He's having a rough go, but he's shooting the ball well. He's had a couple bad offensive possessions, but I think you can see why he gets voted to be most successful in the league.
Robin Lopez, a little too strong on the 3. He follows up.
Up in the air, gives a little, keeps his pivot foot. Nice right-hand jump hook.
I could put you on the spot. Luka Doncic or Trae Young back in 2018.
Oh, boy. Well, you know what? Luka Doncic is looking like a real stud right now. The way he's Doncic, Trae Young were traded for each other. So I think that's a lot of motivation for Trae Young with the way Luka Doncic is playing. And he's not doing a bad job himself.
2 very different players, but it's worth asking the question. DiVincenzo inside, and he has figured out a move, that running floater that he needs to score against the big players and the length in this league. Cam Reddish shooting numbers lighting it up here in the first half. But at draft time, I think I might have gone with Doncic simply because, and it has proven out, the game seems pretty easy for him. And
against Denver, has 42 points, has 8 threes, and he tweets after the game, apologies need to be as loud as your disrespect was.
Well, I don't intend any disrespect at all. That's Hunter. Kicks it out. DiVincenzo goes to the other corner for Korver's deep shot. And the rebound is controlled by Atlanta. Well, you talk about that 42-point triple-double as DeAndre Hunter hits it in points, rebounds, and assists per game.
Yeah, he's doing a lot. You're right. It's absolutely no disrespect. It's a good debate, though, and time is absolutely going to tell.
Eric Bledsoe. DiVincenzo.
It's out of his area that he shouldn't get. Good finish down there amongst the trees, getting that one to go.
Trae Young had 42 against Denver, and he had, as he is stripped from behind by 108 times. And Steph Curry, 4 times. 8 threes, 8 made free throws, and 8 assists in a single game.
And how about LeBron James recently becoming the first player in NBA history to have a triple-double against every team in the NBA?
Player from Vanderbilt. He's had a lot of G League time with Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz, an affiliate of the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, you're kind of seeing, look, Atlanta's young, but they got some talented guys. Damian Jones on that play. And Reddish fouling.
There's the floater, Trae Young. He has that perfect. 4 points for Jabari. Giannis is in front of us, waiting to get back in. He has 12 points and 3 rebounds tonight. Bledsoe getting into the paint, backing out. 3 on the shot clock. And a rattle out.
Got it to the right guy. Jabari stepping right into it for 3.
George Hill stepping back behind the line for 3. Missed it. Here's Parker. He leaves it for Turner. Alley-oop. The Hawks have the lead under 2 minutes in the second quarter. Korver puts up a 3-ball. Jones the rebound. Atlanta has scored the last 9 points in the game. Evan Turner backs into the post right side. Works against Hill. 11 unanswered points.
With a sweep, 3-0.
This is game 1 of the Bucks' second back-to-back series. They will play 11 back-to-backs this season, down from the old days when they used to play 22 and 23 of those. Game tied for the 3rd time, 61 all, with 11:20 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, it's hard to win when you're giving up 120. So
the whistle as Damian Jones. Atlanta has turned it over just 6 times. That's a reverse of what is normal for these 2 teams. Atlanta's turnover percentage keeps the mean mug going when he's not even playing. 3-pointer on the way. It is a little strong for Donte DiVincenzo.
Yeah, and I completely understand that as well.
Trae Young with a very deep 3.
His touch is a little bit off sometimes. He doesn't make his shot or he misses it bad. That's a nice touch down low, a couple feet from the rim.
Damian Jones from Trae Young on the plus.
And I like that Giannis gets going after other guys get going. Earlier in the first quarter, four Bucks scored in about the first minute and a half of the 3rd quarter. Then you see Giannis.
Matthews over the top. It's going.
Every time they come out with a new one, somehow my wife leaves the game with a bag from the gift shop from the team store with more jerseys.
Giannis for Brook Lopez. He stays with it.
Green, because I'm red-green colorblind, and that was a little confusing for me.
Under 6 minutes in the 3rd quarter. Evan Turner works to the paint for 2 points.
This was chasing him. Alcott barely had his feet set and knocked that down. And no, you're right. I mean, I think That's why the Bucks are so tough to beat, is they've got complementary.
Oh, there's two inside the arc. George Hill misses the three-pointer, and it comes away for Evan Turner. DeAndre Bembry hands it off.
I mean, the way that guy scores with the limited amount of shots that he takes, it's like no one else.
Eric Bledsoe fouls up his own miss for all this season. Tonight, 8 for 23, 35%. Trae Young again. Bledsoe with 13 points.
Yeah, and if Atlanta's going to have a chance of winning this game, they got to make a move, because Giannis is going to be coming back in soon.
Well, this is Lopez picking up his second foul. Trae Young hitting both free throws. 18 points for Young. DiVincenzo lets it fly and hits.
Corner last possession. It seemed like everybody just knew exactly where the guys were going to be. Just flipped it to the corner. Dante was there on that one. A set play to keep him going.
DiVincenzo the rebound. Dante still got it to go.
A really tough shot. And what's even tougher, Giannis and Brook looking to check in. Man, it's got to be. Not happy to see that.
DeAndre Hunter. Yes. He's 3 for 6 on triples. Carter. On Sterling Brown, Jabari Parker checks in, getting Vince Carter. Sterling took the rebound away from Parker. Bledsoe keeps on rolling. 24 points for Eric Bledsoe. Check that. They just put his last two on the computer. 26 points.